Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So these are my thoughts on essentially our last two matches that we had, which obviously were the 2-0 win over Tottenham and then the phenomenal 5-0 demolition job that we did against West Ham. So obviously with the first one, going into that match against Spurs, I was fairly nervous. And then we've lost one time at Stamford Bridge against Spurs in the last like 33 years. So I was slightly worried that record was going to be destroyed. And then obviously I saw the team sheet, and we had what I don't think a single one of us of our bench had ever started a Premier League game for Chelsea. Our bench was basically just either teenagers or academy products. None of our main players. Obviously, we had 14 players out. So we started this match incredibly well. The we essentially started this match the same way we ended the match against Villa. The intensity was there. Obviously, Cucurella was playing in his whole inverted role. I don't know why we didn't do this at the start of the season. We did this obviously in pre-season. I'm not sure why Poch went for a much more conservative approach for like the majority of the year. But anyway, we absolutely bossed that game. We dominated almost, probably should have scored in the first few minutes. Jackson's through and goal, has a shot. Obviously, it gets blocked at the line, and Cole Palmer. I'm amazed. I'm amazed it didn't hit him and go in. But anyway, we didn't get a corner. We didn't get a free kick, and we really took advantage of Spurs' inability to defend any set piece. They can't defend corners. They can't defend free kicks. Not sure what they do in the training ground, but we really took advantage of that. It was an excellent ball from Conor Gallagher, all the way over the top of everyone, and then right at the back, it was just two Chelsea boys in Chalobah and Badiashile, and what a goal from Chalobah! What a goal from Chalobah! Incredible. The fact that no one was there as well. Obviously, we had Cucurella who was blocking one of the Spurs players, but absolutely an incredible goal from Chalobah, and it was lovely in a way that the first goals were really a Cobham sort of goal. Especially because this club have been trying to sell Gallagher and Chalobah over the last year or so. So it's quite nice that those two linked up for our first goal. But after that, they took far too long to decide that it was a goal. VAR is something they seriously need to improve next season, just in general. But anyway, eventually we get that goal. Brilliant. The rest of the first half, fairly comfortable. Spurs didn't really do anything. They had a few nearly moments where if one of their players was slightly faster or the ball was slightly better, maybe they could have gone onto it. But in reality, it was just fairly straightforward. Going into the second half, though, that's where I was slightly nervous, mainly because like looking at our bench, like I said, we have 14 first team players out. Our entire bench were just kids. If things got difficult, I don't really know who we would have turned to on the bench to really help us out. Whereas Spurs have players like Højbjerg, Madison, all on the bench who they can come on, who can bring on, and potentially be game changers. And in the second half, like Spurs started better. They started dictating play more. They started controlling it more. Started having more possession, but still didn't really do anything. Again, I think Petrovic made one or two saves in the whole match. And then obviously we scored our second goal at the best time at the best time possible, around the 70th minute. We get a free kick, and what a free kick! This was a special free kick by Palmer. I thought it was too central and too close. Easily over the wall, easily beats the goalkeeper. So unlucky that it didn't go in. Obviously hits the woodwork, and then I think Son and Højbjerg take each other out, and then all of a sudden you got Jackson who's just there, just to head at home, easy, 2-0, and then the game was done. Spurs offered absolutely nothing after that, and it was a really, really good result, incredible performance, and it really put us back in the race for a European spot. So yeah, so that was the first derby, and for the second derby, it was an absolutely incredible performance where we beat West Ham 5-0. So, like I said, in the second derby, it was a 5-0 thrashing of West Ham. I mean, I went into this game really confident. I was completely confident that we would win. I thought maybe 1 or 2-0. I didn't really think West Ham had anything they could really do to hurt us. And I was right. I just didn't think we played this well. I mean, we were absolutely we were just scintillating football, dominating football. I mean, we scored early on. Obviously, the ball comes into the box. It hits Jackson slash one of the West Ham defenders, falls to Cole Palmer, great control, and just you knew he was going to score, especially after Haaland scored a few goals. He wants to catch up in a golden boot. Haaland's probably going to win that now, but still incredible. And then the next set of plays, we were just absolutely dominant. We were just suffocating them, and then our second goal was just amazing. What a shot from Gallagher. Obviously, again, slightly fortunate that it landed to Gallagher, but you take that. I mean, this was just an incredible performance. Ever since we've changed formation against Aston Villa, ever since that second half, we have just looked like a completely different team. Obviously, since that second half, we've been what? I mean, since that second half against Villa, we've scored 9 goals. I think, yeah, 9 goals and conceded none in 2.5 games. It's amazing. Just move Cucurella into that sort of inverted role, so he's in the midfield, helping Caicedo out. Caicedo looks a lot more comfortable. He's absolutely incredible now. Cucurella is playing phenomenally well. Also, our attack just seems so much more dynamic. It finally feels like this team's gelling together. Obviously, it's exciting because we have players like Gusto and then Nkuku and Colwell all on the bench. Obviously, Nkuku and Colwell, obviously Nkuku and Gusto came on in the end, which was great. So it's lovely to see our team slowly coming back together. But yeah, I mean, this was just absolutely perfect from Chelsea. And then for our third goal, I mean, I mean, uh, the assist is from one of my favourite players to play for Chelsea. Obviously, the corner comes in. Thiago Silva jumps up, heads the ball, and Madueke is. I did not think he'd score that. I mean, yeah, did not think he'd score from the corner. Um, but wow, I love the passion from Thiago Silva. I mean, it was just it's so good to see, and it's a shame in some ways that it's absolutely gutting that he's leaving at the end of the season, but it's great to see he can get another assist. And then obviously we're 3-0 up at half time and the game's done. Game's done. At that point, we also really massively increased our goal difference. At that, we're also comfortably ahead of United on goal difference at this point. Um, and then, yeah, all I'm thinking is just keep a clean sheet in the second half and we'll be fine. And I mean, in the second half, it was exactly the same. Um, and for our fourth goal, it was just the ball from Chalobah over the top was just it was just incredible. I don't know. It's brilliant vision and a great ball. Obviously, then Madueke is running through on goal, and this is something I really liked. It was the selflessness of Madueke. He's through on goal, and he sees Jackson to his left, and he just passes it to his left. Easy goal for Jackson, and it was just great to see the sort of he thought he saw his teammate was in an even better position. Passes to him, and yeah, but like that ball from Chalobah was just sensational, and I really, really, really hope we don't sell him this summer. I have a bad feeling we're going to because obviously he's straight profit, but I really hope that yeah, I really, really hope that we just find a way to not sell him. But again, yeah, great self attack from Madueke, great goal from Jackson, and then for our fifth goal, obviously through ball, Jackson is a through on goal. I personally thought he was offside straight away, so but he's through on goal. It's a great finish, and then yeah, VAR shows that he wasn't offside. Incredible 5-0 win. I mean, completely eradicates the sort of 5-0 deficit we had from the Arsenal game, and now we're in seventh place. Obviously, we have a significantly better goal difference than Manchester United. For me personally, if we can beat Nottingham Forest, who we're playing, I think it is on Saturday. If we beat Forest, Brighton, and Bournemouth, I think we'll get sixth. simply because I just feel that Newcastle will drop points. I think they're playing what, Manchester United and Brighton. I'm not sure who else they're playing. And obviously United are playing Newcastle, Brighton, and Arsenal. So if we win our last 3 games, incredible that we would have essentially won 5 games in a row to end the season. But also, yeah, I feel we'll get 6, and as long as City then win the FA Cup, we will then secure Europa League, which is kind of where I feel this team is at the moment. But yeah, I mean, definitely a month ago, I didn't expect us to be in this sort of position. So it's exciting. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will make sure that I actually get the video out after the Nottingham Forest game on Saturday.